video of this, and it's just a little sorry to say I've not put up anything for a while. I've just been so busy. I'll get back to all your comments tonight. I've had all these silly courses I've got to take. Not for me, but I teach them and stuff like that. And I'll just get an update what we're doing. So here I'm working on the gun mantlet, cloth color templates. All right, I've nearly got it done. And I'll put a full video up, but I'm not sure any of you really. Well, hopefully it helps some of you, and it should work for the Tong. Well, any Centurion, even the Tamiya one, if this goes off the way I want it to. Yeah. For the Bradley, I've worked out what I'm going to do to it. Ludwig's Hoppy site. Oh God, I can't talk. Oh, and if you're going to comment, I don't know how to comment back. So God, please don't be upset. But good evening too. So I'm going to get a kit to make that M2A. Oh, you know what I mean, the one with all the reactive armor on, because that's what Harry wants, and I'm going to give that a go. Yeah, so I'm just doing that, and sorry it's taken me so long to get anything up and running. I promise I'm getting there. It's just been a bit nuts. I'm selling that spare Sherman. I might try and sell it on eBay. I've done nothing to it. It's just fixed. Oh, sorry, that's my childhood. I can't help it. Yeah, so look, this isn't going to be long, so I'm going to bore you all to death. I do love that Challenger. I do like that. The amount of time it took me. That all works, by the way. This comes off. All of it works. This unlatches, and I've got to do that, actually. I've got to do that. Hi, Lord Ironfang. Yeah, so I can't comment back. I don't know how to do it because I'm an idiot. And this, I hope this is horizontal and not vertical. I think that's what I've done. And I've still got to finish that. But I've heard that Elmod, you can plug in the stabilization unit from the TK16 thing. And there's a way of doing it, but I might wait until somebody else does that because I'll probably blow it up. I don't know, I'll have a go. Yeah. So anyway, look, I hope you're all having a nice Friday. And I was going to say Happy Easter as well. I'm going to try and do as much as I can over Easter. I had a course all last week and I'm absolutely knackered. I love teaching kids, but by God, it can be hard work sometimes. Yeah, so anyway, that's about it really. So I am sorry. I'll get back to all the comments tonight. And also I'm slightly scared at the minute because there seems to be a lot of RC Tank channels that are getting struck for hate comments. But it seems to be, if you have, I'm saying aren't I? If you have Blitzkriegen or swastikas, I think it might be something to do with what settings you put on, if it's for children or altered content and stuff like that, because it seems to be older videos, and I changed all of mine. So I thought, being a musician by trade, copyright and all the rest of it, and stuff like that, all it needs is one idiot to change something in a computer program, and you're stuffed. And it's funny, it's like if you've got radio music on the background in YouTube and it detects it, you'll be done for a copyright strike. And I know it sounds nuts. I never really did this channel for anything really important, just to help out during COVID, because people wanted to know how I made. Sorry, it's my wife's stuff. Oh, that's Thomas. That's not mine, that's the kids. It lives in here. How I made that gun cover for the Chieftain. And that's why I started all of this, so that people could work out how to do that without me doing it as a commission thing, because I don't want this. I didn't want this to end up making money because I've already got a job that was my hobby, and as soon as it happens, you start losing some of the fun for it. But I'm going to leave you all alone since it's your Friday night. Don't listen to my stupidity. I will see you all soon. I'll get this done. I promise I'll get that done because I've not even pin washed that yet. Oh, yeah, I made all those panels myself and that. Yeah. I quite like that, actually. I thought for Hang Long that came out quite well. I love my Challenger. I do. I do love the Challenger. You can't get these anymore. Oh, thank you. I do love my Abrams. They're a cool looking tank. I hope the Americans don't end up turning them into a turretless, a crude turretless thing, because I can't see how that works. And I think they look cool like that. I know they're a bit old now, but come on. And you can't get these anymore. It's from Warren Hudson, and it was on Shapebase and it's gone now. And I'm going to try and work out, because these are all 3D print, so I'm going to work out a way of making these out of brass, so if they do get smashed, you know, the actual guards, that I can just stick some back on. I'm going to shut up. Look, have a lovely Easter. Hope you have a good one. I'll try and get a video up as soon as I can on how to make that out of cloth. So it should be done within the next week, and then I'll crack along with that. Oh, and I made a purchase today. They finally released the Coolbank Crusader. I've run the task and trophy kit, customized. That's really cool. No, I love Nabar arms. That's really cool. I didn't put Tusk on that because it's a lot of... I know it sounds silly, but I love it. Maybe it's because I'm an 80s kid. I love the simplicity of it without all the add-ons. It's like, people always said to me, why don't you put the Urban Warfare stuff on the Challenger? I don't want to. I like it looking like that. It just, I think it looks clean, you know? I just like it like that. I'm sad git. And it's the same with the Abrams. The Abrams looks really cool with all the reactive tiles on and stuff, but that kind of, you know, if 105, it could be 1982, couldn't it? And I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, and the Crows unit from DKLMRC is good, but it's a bit too big, so you have to cut it down. I'm going to go because my kids are talking. Look, thanks a lot, fellas. But yeah, no, I bought the Crusader 3. Oh my God, I just talk nonsense, don't I? From Coolbank, it's finally out on AliExpress. So, and I got a massive discount. You added more. That's really cool. You must have to be really careful when you take the top off. That's the thing that scares me about that. I want to make that, sadly enough, BB gun stabilized. Hello, Sweden. Oh, did you? You brought a Leopard. They're cool, actually. Like I say, this is really just out of the box. I have done nothing to it, and it runs really well. It's still got plastic boxes. It's just got the bearings in the back. It's not broken yet, and it's really, you know, and the elevation and stuff's quite good on it. It's quite cool. That's my daughter's, actually. I made that for ages ago. Oh, look, you can see me in the mirror. Window mirror. Oh my God, what a doofus. Yeah, no, they're good though. I quite like the Leopards. They're really excellent. It's probably the best tank Heng Long did because they copied it from Tamiya really well. Sorry, it sounds terrible. Oh no, that's cool. You'll have fun with the T71. T70 was T70 and the T90. And in fact, with the T90, I think... No, I know what you mean. I think you could probably convert that to a T72B3 because it's got the Dolly Parton cheeks on the turret. You would just have to get extra ERA. And I think you could turn that to a B3 because the front of it would have the extra ERA on it as well. Really, those T90s, when the Russians upgraded it, they upgraded T90s back to like T72s, kind of. So you could do that as well, you know. But for God's sake, don't put a blitzkrieg on anything because your channel might get stopped. Look, I'm going to leave you guys alone. Look, anyway, so I've got the Crusader coming. I went to the Tank Museum today and I've taken a load of pictures of the one down there. I'm going to do that one for my dad because he fought in the Second World War. He had me quite late. He's passed away, oh my God, 20 years ago now? With my brother, actually. Anyway, time flies. So, yeah, so I'm going to do it from Tunisia with the desert colour and the black, like, Mickey Mouse camouflage. With the World War II tanks from Heng Long, I don't really touch them. In some respects, I'm kind of glad I don't because of things that are going on in YouTube at the minute. But also, there's things wrong with it. The Heng Long Tiger tank, the turret's too big, and it's been like that since the early 2000s. They did it to fit the BB unit in, so they made the turret longer. You can, if you get a plastic one, convert it by chopping the face of the turret down, but it's a lot to do. The Panzer III, I think, is probably the most accurate, and the Stug. The Panzer IV, the idler, and I think the gearbox is too low and the rear idler sits up too high, so that's a bit dodgy. But the rest of it's all right. You can kind of change that. The Pershing doesn't have torsion bars. I was hoping they would bring that out because apart from that, it's all right. But it's got the usual coil springs. But I suppose you don't notice. But no, it doesn't, does it? It's got the stupid springs all on the arms on the outside of the tank. So they've not released a torsion hole for that yet. I'm hoping they will. That could be quite cool. What else have they got? The KV2 is good. And from Tajin as well. If you get KV2, that's good. Or KV1, because the Hulls torsion bar... I haven't got it. It's up in the loft at the minute. I have a Tiger, which I also keep up in the loft because I haven't got room to it. And also, I've got a Panther, which, if you look at some of my really old videos, it's one of the first things I released. And it was only because I was trying to show it on RC Tank Wharf, and I didn't know how to put it on the forums. I didn't know that. Do they? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's funny, the Walker Bulldog they made, it was, I think it is the M26 hull actually, or the same sort of gubbins, and that's why it looks a bit weird, because it's too wide, it's too big. It's their kind of upcycling. But yeah, so that's why I've not really touched World War II stuff. A lot of it has inaccuracies that are quite big. But the Tongdi stuff, apart from the Bradley, which was a bit of a disappointment for me, I wish... If you play War Thunder, park your Brahms. Anything modern. Anything modern. They've done all right on the modern stuff. So the Brahms, you know, it's a bit soft in detail in places if you just use the hang long one. But if you're going to use it outside and, you know, really, you know, have fun with it in mud and things, probably having all this on it is probably a bad idea, because it will get broken. Yeah, no, you kind of need to, if you're going to really run it outside. Yeah, because, you know, but they will. The trickiest thing with these tanks is when they shed tracks. Generally, it's because and they won't, if you get front wheel drive tanks, they don't do it, like a Tiger and stuff. They won't shed tracks on front wheel drive unless you reverse them, which is a bit like driving forwards with a rear wheel drive tank. It's the last wheel. So if this wheel on the spring is too loose, it bunches up and it chucks the track off the sprocket. It will even do it if they've got guides on the main sprocket wheels, sort of thing. So if you ever get trouble with track tension, it's generally the last wheel. It's generally this wheel. If it is not tight enough, makes the track bunch, and they go really, and they go really loose, and they'll jump up. This doesn't suffer from it. It's quite good, actually. But yeah, so most rear-wheel drive tanks will do that. If you have trouble with it, just make sure you put the spring setting on that last idler quite firm. If you do that, it shouldn't happen so much. Look, fellas, I'm going to leave you alone because you don't hear me talking all night. I'll try and get this done. As soon as that Crusader turns up, I'll do an unboxing on it. I'm going to do a quick build on that and try and make it look cool. Look, have a lovely Easter, everybody. And I will see you soon. And I'll try and stop saying but I can't. It's just some sort of vocal twitch. Look, thanks a lot, everyone. And now I've got to work out how to turn this. How do you turn this off? It's like, oh my God, he's going to the toilet. He's forgot to turn it off. Wait a minute. Where are we now? Oh, no, that's... Oh, here we go. Look, have a nice Easter, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.